Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Long Dark. How is everybody today? Good morning, Anna. Thank you for liking and sharing. I do appreciate it. So, the live stream ended yesterday on something of a cliffhanger. For the first time, I had two bears on the ice simultaneously. I was at the fishing hut between the island upon which you find the Misanthrope's homestead and the dock opposite the Quonset hut / garage. Now, my whole purpose of going there was to pick up some fish when, yes, the bears appeared, basically. Which means I was in a somewhat difficult position, because as we determined, you don't have to be actively smelly at this difficulty level for animals to smell you and seek you out, which is what proceeded to happen with the first bear. Now, as an experiment, I elected to try shooting it with the revolver, and after 4 shots, ended up shooting it with a bow and arrow. Butchered the bear, stacked it on the travois, and started considering returning to the Quonset hut garage. At which point the second bear took an interest, at which point I can't cross the ice towards the Quonset garage because that bear would intercept me. And while I don't mind being intercepted by a bear, I'd rather do it on my terms, not its terms. Now, I plink that bear? I did shoot it, I think. And it went galloping off. And as the stream basically came to an end, it had noticed me and was then advancing towards me. And that's the point at which I quite deliberately ended the stream. Plus, of course, I had been active for 2 hours, and 2 hours is pretty much what I aim for. Good morning, Danny. How are you doing? How are you and Peanut? So, we have an interesting start. Me in the fishing hut, a bear advancing on me. This could get interesting. Shall we find out? Right. So the situation is I actually slept for an hour and yeah, just to get the save point. And last time when I exited the hut, the bear was pretty much right over there coming towards me, and now it isn't. Oh, hello Zen Lennis, how are you doing? Well, this is marginally nerve-wracking. By the way, if I have to dash off briefly, it's because I'm expecting a package. And so hopefully I'll hear the doorbell ring. Can I make... Alright, this is genuinely nerve-wracking. Last time, after the save, I exited. Bear was literally pretty much over there coming towards me. And this time, it isn't. Now, this is a problem. That is a wounded bear And oops. Huh. All right. Anybody remember how many dead bears I should have in my statistics? 7. Okay. That means bear number 8 is still out there. Now the normal... Yeah, it looks like it. The normal range for that particular bear is over there. And we did actually have a situation where we had a bear here and a bear there. And once again, I am forced to rhyme in an infantile fashion. We also had a wolf that took down a deer. So what am I going to do? Well, the logical thing would be... Where's all the... Did I... Oh, I can't remember what happened to the fish. I had fish on me at one point. That's why I came out here. I have forgotten what I did with it. Oh, I took it back, didn't I? Did I? No. I don't have much choice. I really didn't come out here with the expectation of getting a bear, and I've got more than enough meat. Oh, I'm sorry. How's your... Is your offspring all right? Oh, he didn't want to sleep. Now, it looks like the deer despawned as well. If you might remember, there was a deer that was taken down by a wolf right here. Yeah, the bear that I hit went galloping off around the island. I'd say if anybody sees the bear and I don't, let me know. Of course, the other danger is, if that bear has returned to its normal patrol patterns, it could be right over here. Because we do know it comes very close to the garage. Because we have seen it. And yes, I'm being paranoid. Oh, right. Let's see if we can find a way to get this travois to where we need to go. Don't think I've ever had one in this particular location. So in principle, if the game hasn't glitched me, that other bear should be quite thoroughly dead. Well, not now, but in the morning. I hope. There's a wolf over there. Okay. So far, so good. Oh dear. Sorry about that. In a way, I'm sad about that. It was an interesting little situation we had. Oops. Hey, how you doing, Nika Brika? How's life treating you? Or how has life been treating you in the last 2 hours? Okay, I'm not going back out on the ice per se. I'm just taking... Oh, I forgot about that blooming wolf over there. Well, I'm very sorry, everybody. The cliffhanger did not develop in an entertaining fashion. This does not count as being out on the ice. This is me just being by the pier. Now, technically... Okay. As I said, I'm half expecting the doorbell to ring during this live stream. That doesn't mean the live stream's over. Did I just hear something that sounded like an exhale? I have a suspicion, though, that that bear is still alive, well, and will not die. The wolf and the deer that got killed is missing. So I suspect that bear is still in one piece. I was just saying to Anna in chat, in the last 24 hours, I've suddenly started seeing a metric in my analytics saying that I'm getting views from YouTube advertising. In fact, I think my last live stream, most of the views came from YouTube advertising. I've never seen it. It's only in the last 24 hours. I did do a quick search, and a couple of years ago, somebody on Reddit was asking the same question. And there was some feeling that it was a bug. Well, here we go, 2 years later, and it's not. But intriguingly, one correspondent was saying after he started getting YouTube advertising as a metric, he had significant growth in his channel. So, that would be nice, just in time for Christmas. Well, you never know. They may decide that, okay, he was out and running around enough. Yeah, but it's not fair. I'm pretty certain I've had cases where I shot an animal and then found it the next day after I logged back in again, but maybe my memory is incorrect. I keep thinking that lump over there is the bear. We are definitely pursuing the bear-shaped suspicious lump metric. Metric? Not metric. Meme at the moment. Well, tomorrow we will start. I'm gonna have to get that bear cooked up. Well, we like our video games to be consistent. Oh well. We have a cold weather advisory coming up in England now. Threats of minus 10 degrees centigrade. Which is quite cold for us. Where's my... There it is. Yummy bear meat. I could make a bearskin. I could make the bearskin bedroll. I think I'll make the bearskin bedroll. Okay. So, here's the statistic we're all looking for. Or I am, don't know anybody else. 8! 8 bears. There's another dead bear out there. he did die. Now the question is, where? And have I got... I'm not going to have time to deal with 2 bears, am I? Yes, I know, I've got to go to Bleak Inlet. So where did that bear die? Oh, it died up there. There he is. When not fueled by fear, angst, and paranoia. No, it's right there. I saw the lump. And unlike usual, I did not wonder whether it was a bear-shaped boulder or a boulder-shaped bear. It is most emphatically a bear. So, okay, that's actually quite convenient. Apart from that wolf, I can hopefully get this all cooked up and then still have time to come back and grab that. I should get the... I should at least get the skin. Definitely get the skin. Yeah, I think I've got time to do both of these. Oh no, let's just grab... Let's just grab... No, you know what? I'm just going to grab the skin. Because I don't really need gut, but the skin's always handy. Right, and I can come back after I've finished processing the other one. So today's live stream is going to be primarily me cooking. Finding wood, cooking, rinse, repeat, getting cabin fever. I wish. Even in Voyager difficulty, I never had 2 doubles on the bear. I mean, this is the second time I've gotten 2 bears in rapid succession.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Right. On today's episode, cooking with shards of insanity. Right. Oops. Happy 420? Is it 4:20 in the morning there? I suppose it would be, actually. I suppose in the end that was a better survival solution to the problem, but not as entertaining.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oops. Never mind. How long does it take me to butcher this? 20 minutes. Okay, that's good to know. Got nothing to talk about now. It's just cook. And add to the massive pile of meat. Oh, goodness me. At least I don't have to worry about those bears coming up on me for a few days.
Yeah, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Very glad I picked up all this fuel now. And I just did that very badly. Not the most efficient way I've got of doing this. Yes, there are. There's one here, one down there, and one at the far end. I have run into them at all times. And I've already told the story how I used to gallop up and down that section of road, thinking I was perfectly safe in the middle section, until I found out that I wasn't. That was a sobering moment. Oh, that's good timing. I think the first time I was aware of that, I think, was when I found it was following me as I went down the road. And I think I got a mauling because of it. I think. Because of course I did. I mean, you know, what else are you gonna get? The problem is, after how many episodes have I done of The Long Dark? I mean, it must be 300 or 400. I can't be expected to remember all of them. Oh, what time of day is it? It's getting on. Yeah, she's got some awake time left. I think we can do one more bag of meat.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah, this will all work out, I think. And I should have enough time to butcher this without... Yes, I should. Hang on. That is... I should have enough time to harvest that. The meat shouldn't be burned to a crisp if I've got the timings right. Yeah, how about that?
Is getting kind of heavy.
And look at this. Even got time to throw in some water. That actually worked out fairly well. So if anybody asks how long does it take to cook a bear on a fireplace like that, the answer is most of the day. Ooh. That was really dark.
suit, I'm gonna faint.
Oops. Not cook. Porter.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
The good news is that even if we get a blizzard tomorrow, as long as it's not too cold, I could get that bear and bring it back, even in the middle of a blizzard, as long as I'm not freezing to death. So... of course, that's the plan. I don't actually know how you cook bear. I can't imagine it's much different from any other meat, except thoroughly would be highly advised. Alright, one more. Oh, two more.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And then, once we cook this, we can go out and finish the job at what will now be a feather farm. So apologies everybody, this is not going to be the most exciting day, unless the moose shows up. Oh, suppose the moose shows up. With the way my luck's been going lately, that's probably, I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm not sure whether that's good luck too. Or at least awkward luck.
Oh, yeah.
Thought I...
That's a good one. Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Get that wrong. I do really wish I'd been able to get a good screenshot of two bears on the ice. right.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Progress. Definite progress. Oh, no, I don't want to drop that there. I want to drop... Oh, no, it's okay. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Yeah. I hadn't even thought of that, to be honest. Oh, we got time, I think. As I stand upon my pile, my mountain of meat. All right. So my biggest danger at this point is the wolf, which I know is over there, and really I ought to deal with if I can. Remember what I said about the blizzard?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, there it is. Well, it's not actively cold, so... Where's the travois gone? For heaven's sake. There. It is the most meat I've ever had in one location.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I keep thinking I've got the revolver on me for half a second and thinking, oh no, I'm going to get an accidental discharge. And then I realize, no, I was sane. I put the revolver away. Ah! Oh. Oh well. Ah. Oh grief. It just did not come out of this particularly well. Still. I was... Oh, the wind was in the right... I suppose the wind would have been in the right direction.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, you're kidding me. Right. Well, that was exciting. I've got fish. You remember? That's why I went out onto the ice to pick up my fish. Ah, you silly wolf. I know, I saw. Practice. Yeah, I was so surprised. I think that's why I got a decent mauling there. I really was not prepared for that, and so I think that's why. I think that might have been the... Well, I don't know whether that would have been the same wolf or a different one. Yeah, no, that's why I went out to get fish. But I've also got rose hips. So, I wonder how badly I... New. Decent. New. To say I got away with that is putting it mildly. Not that I'm complaining, you understand, but that was definitely a got away with it situation. Who would have thunk it? Right. I'm sorry, this morning's coffee is getting up with me. So, let me go sort that out, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And thank you, hubby. I think my shooting level is level 4, isn't it? Nope. Oh, 3. 3 and a bit. Okay. Right, have I got time to cook up one more bit of bear? Or shall I just wait till tomorrow? How much have I got? Oh, actually, I need to grab... Oh, no, I got that. Yeah, that's all cookable tomorrow. I can't believe I didn't suffer any damage to my clothing. It's all... The skins are in new condition. And it is getting cold in here. My hands are starting to feel it. That's because I have to have my thermal curtain open so I can got a chance at hearing the front door when somebody rings at it, which I am expecting. It may not happen during the live stream, but it has in the past. So what we will do is actually, for the night, I won't be eating that. I will stuff myself with...
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
fish instead. I'm just wasting time. Let's go and get the evening over with. Actually, what's my... No, I'm mildly curious. It's my middle name. What is my archery? My archery is just barely level 4. And why is my revolver firearm? I've only read a couple of books. Oh well. I do want that archery level up. Went to bed too early, really. And of course I would have to actually pick up the absolute smallest pieces of fish that I had on me, didn't I? Oh, the scurvy risk has gone down nicely. And here we go again. Another day of cooking. First, we check to make sure that the moose hasn't popped up. Then we go and grab some more firewood, which I should have a plethora of.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, drat. Never mind. Oh, I forgot to bring in some wood. Alright, so I think we should have enough time to get this done, and make the bearskin bedroll, and get over the inevitable cabin fever.
I'm not sure I can carry much more. Come on, little fire. Come on. Perfect.
I will refrain from commenting. Why is the... Oh, I'm not refraining, am I? Why is the bear meat mouldy? That doesn't make any sense at all. It's been pretty much flash frozen out there.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Right, that's the scurvy risk dealt with. Temporarily. As we crawl back to our fire. I need to sharpen everything. Well, arguably it was the scurvy during my Voyager run that contributed to my going further afield than technically I really needed to do, and essentially, yeah, ending up in the zone of contamination. Because I ran out of anti-scurvy stuff. Yeah, because I basically ate everything in the Forsaken Airfield that could possibly help me, I think. I mean, there might have been some areas I missed, but there was nothing easily available. And so, yeah, that made life interesting.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Who wants a bunch of potentially rancid fat? I wish they would let you do more with the fat than just render it into oil. As we creep back, how? Yes, as we creep back, grossly overloaded. It's not quite the most overloaded I've been and actually going somewhere, but it must be close.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Oh, hang on a second. I need to check that. Oh, it's gone rancid on me. Yeah, that would be nice. Give me a second. Oops. When something goes beep like that, I need to check. Okay, it doesn't seem to be a hanging thing. Hang on a moment. Apologies. No. Alright. We're good. How come this stuff goes rancid so quickly? It really wouldn't. Not in these conditions. Can't we just say we're dry aging the bear? For half a second I thought that said putrid bear meat.
not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Hang on. Oh my goodness! I didn't realize a fire log gave you that much duration. In fact, I didn't realize. I thought a fire log up to this point, believe it or not, I thought a fire log was tinder. Yeah, because that's pretty much what you would do, wouldn't it? If you had these, you would make bone broth out of it. Or extract the marrow. And marrow has been a... hunter-gatherers did eat the marrow. We know they did. We found the... we found the evidence where hunter-gatherers have literally cracked the bones open to get at the marrow, because yeah, it's a valuable source of food. We're almost done with the bear cooking fest, by which I mean we're cooking bear, not that we're cooking, bear. Just to make that absolutely clear.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
And that's the last of the meat.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
that was a highly successful couple of days. Stick around, I can probably come up with far worse jokes than that. Excuse me a second. Apologies. So we'll dump the rest of it outside. Oh, if you want really bad jokes, if Ricage is around, he could confirm this. Or if you've seen the Warframe streams, Ordis in Warframe has the best dad jokes, in my opinion. Well, not the best, but yeah. I think he's funny. Right, so I need to sharpen things, replace things, fix a few things.
Drop any of this gear.
Check for the moose. There is no moose loose about this house. And you know what? I could do a quick dash across the ice to pick up the rest of my fish. Good. Do I want to take a quick dash across the ice? I don't have to worry about bear at them. I nearly had a heart attack because the pile of tires over there decided to do their famous and not to be encouraged impression of a bear. Yeah, you know what? I might go and get the fish from across there.
This'll come in handy.
Although, do you know what? I don't trust this weather. I really do not. Yes, but if I put it on the travois, which is what I was going to do, but do you know what? I'm going to be paranoid. I'm going to instead so, as we said, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yep. Yes. Yes. How on earth did I get mauled and not run into trouble? No, well, as you pointed out, they, even though I wasn't carrying fish on me, yeah, there definitely was interest being expressed in the manner that says, "Oh, I've smelt something." So
Not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, I'm sure you can. Right, so that's curing. That's curing. Cured wolf pelt. Cured gut. Cured gut. Let's go and grab a few things. Oh. Do I not have cured gut on me? Oh, it's all fresh. Oh. Alright. Why do I need cloth for a bearskin bedroll? I don't remember that being a requirement. Yeah. No? Oh, 6 cured gut, and I don't have enough cloth? You're kidding me. Since when? Well, that's why I have this. That really doesn't make any sense. Well, okay, who am I to judge? And we're going to sleep outside. I don't know. I'm sure there's a rationale somewhere. Right. I'm going to sleep outside before the...
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
before the cabin fever catches up with me. Right. No, neither have I. And 4 o'clock. No, never mind. We can speculate about why they think it's necessary. Maybe it forms the liner. I don't know. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Mm-mm. I always forget. Eat first, then drink the water, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Oh. Oh wow, that's a late night aurora. That's really late in the night for that. For half a minute, I thought it was lightning, which sounds daft maybe, but I have actually seen lightning and heard thunder when it was snowing. I've seen that in Austria. Excuse me. And the reason I thought that, I think, is because it was almost too late in the night for it to be an aurora. Well, it's one way to rank up. It's one way to rank up hours in the game. Now, if you're wondering, aren't long dark gamers, long dark gamers, it's not necessarily a good tactic to do things like that just to get days in the game, because you will run out of food and water. When you're making something like this, you're basically going to take 2 days. So you've got to have at least enough food and water for 2 days, plus maybe an extra day while you go out and get more if you need to. If you're living literally meal to meal, you don't really have a lot of time to make stuff. Not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying, if you're dependent on rabbits and traps, and you want to keep your well-fed bonus up, you really don't have a lot of time to do anything except think about where you're going to get your next meal from. At least, that's my observation. And I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow to finish this, aren't I? So look how long it's this is a 15-hour job. 15 hours? Yeah. I don't suppose I'll be able to finish this. Yeah, it's an early game. Yes! We have a bearskin bedroll. Yay. Yeah, early game. When you don't have a bow, and you might have traps, and you do have stones. You really don't want to spend a lot of time preparing to craft stuff. You've got to have in the back of your mind, depending on how you're playing the game, I would reckon at least 2 kilograms of calorie-rich meat, which isn't rabbits. Rabbits, 2 kilograms is about 1,000 calories. So yeah, the resources you absorb early game when you're making something is quite significant. So you sort of end up having to balance between how badly you need it and do you have the resources to do it. And, of course, you've also got to keep in the back of your mind, and again, I apologize to anybody who knows what I'm talking about. This is obviously for the benefit of those who don't. Yeah, it's not a game you can just dive into and say, oh, I can craft this. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. I mean, I can't remember how long it takes to make some of the rabbit skin stuff, but you can basically say goodbye day for that. Actually, I think I can find out, can't I? Let's see. So, hang on. Just to see if I can find a suitable example. Deerskin boots. 12.5 hours. So that could easily take you from one day into the next. Deerskin pants. Same thing. Yeah, you could just about do it in a day, but you've got to have the resources for that day, the night, and the next day. Ideally. Minimum. Moose skin cloak. Yeah. Day and a half. The satchel you could do in a day, but you're starting to see where this is going. Let's see, where's the wolfskin stuff? Wolfskin coat, 25 hours. That's, you know, that's at least 2 full days and probably more. So again, unless you stop halfway, ideally you need the resources for that time. Same for the pants. That's longer. I'm slightly surprised that the bearskin coat, 30 hours. Yeah, 4 days, maybe 3. Oh, I haven't finished. Oh, apparently I haven't finished. I thought I'd made it. Ah. It's got 12 minutes to go. Why couldn't it just have said, okay, you've only got 12 minutes out of... Ah. It's not like something like some of those survival games where you get the components and then you just throw everything together very quickly. You can't do that. Oh, grief. Scurvy risk again. Ah, goodness me. So now I've got to go and get the fish. Or I could eat the carrots. I've got carrots. "12 minutes, I know. That's nuts. I thought it was all done. Blasted thing." Right, that killed this. 12 minutes. I did. I ate a carrot. So one thing I do want to find out now, and I can't remember. Ah, it doesn't tell me. Oh, it does yield cloth. Hmm. Right, so I do need to go out and get fish. Oh, hang on, while I run into things.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I can go and pick up my fish. Oh, I've got it on me, haven't I? Why do I always pick up the little bits, the scraps? Have I got nothing but a pile of scraps there? Right. Well, at least we know there are 2 wolves who aren't going to bother me until Friday, maybe? I think I'm good till Friday.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Go raid my emergency fish supply. Yes, that's probably a wise thing to do, to be honest, but in principle, if I spent a minute, maybe 30 seconds longer, I would know what I picked up. And for those who are wondering, so I know we've talked about there being 3 bears on the coastal highway. The first one has its cave over there and sort of wanders all around this sort of general area and behind the island there. The second bear sort of starts in this location and covers an area along the road and I think on the ice in that sort of area. I don't know whether they exactly overlap, but it's close. Hey, Riss. The third bear is off over in that direction. You can just see, I think. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm imagining things. Yeah, but it's right over there. And it mostly goes inland, but it comes down to the road. So if you're in the huts over there, the first thing you want to do when you exit the hut is look around, because the bear could be in that location. The more you know. How are you, Riss? Hope your weekend went well.
Barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of fish. I'm sort of mentally planning the next trip, which will almost certainly be to Bleak Inlet, if only to pick up the woodworking tools. Oh, it's still relatively early in the day. Yeah, that happens. I don't know why I'm looking. It's not as if the bears are suddenly going to come back to life. Actually, Thursday, the Misanthrope homestead I do believe my heart just tried to stop, or leap out of my chest via way of my throat. Well, at least he had the good sense to be scared.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Alright, let's, yes. Cooking fish.
Come on, little fire.
This is my anti-scurvy supplies. Industry? Which industry is that, Russ? doing? Oh, I didn't actually mean to... Oh, that'll do for now. I didn't actually mean to eat the fish, but still. Oh, textile. Oh, right. Yes, COVID was not kind to a lot of people.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Right. What to do? What time it is? Midday. Firewood. Let's grab some firewood. Or do I want to go after that wolf? Well, I was going to try and chop that up. I was going to say, have I gotten all the firewood around here? No, I haven't. Well, said I was thinking about going after the wolf, and here he is. I'm really sure you want to do this? Waited too long. Yes, you do. Yeah, you might have to do the map yourself, and I, in principle, know the map moderately well, at least the places that I'm going, so I haven't been bothering. Yeah, what you do is you go to navigation and then you do survey the local area, and you can see that that's where I am. It doesn't provide a pointer as to where you are. You can see these are the only places I've actually mapped. This I didn't. This is a memento cache. And the reason I haven't is because the region I'm going up and down in I know arguably moderately well. So I simply haven't bothered.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Drop the wood off, sort out. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's not like I don't know where I'm going. It's light enough. That should keep me going for a while. Let's see what that wolf did to me, if anything. New. 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 And new. So... Got away with it. Right, I've got enough water. I do. I'll pick up a little bit more food, go sleep in the car. It's not as stylish as sleeping in the top of the lighthouse. That was a nice little discovery. I hadn't even occurred to me previously. Anybody remember what you need to repair the bearskin bedroll? Is it a bearskin?
Sorry, son.
Or can you do it with just
It'll
cloth?
get a lot colder soon.
Now, right now, we have long nights. It's getting dark very early. By the winter solstice, it will be getting dark around 4 p.m. ish, and it won't get light until, oh grief, about 8 p.m. 8 a.m. I'm sorry, maybe later. If you go further north from here into Highland Scotland, which is a few hundred miles, it's yeah, it's quite different there. Oops. Did I sleep for 4 hours? Well, that was silliness on my part. Although, to be honest, in a bearskin bedroll, in the confines of a car, with all the clothing Astrid has on her, yes, it would have to be pretty ferociously badly cold to notice. And oh, that does look like lightning, doesn't it? It really does. It's oh yes, I mean it's one of the things I like about winter here is that it gets dark early. Don't ask me why, I've always liked that. But I've lived in countries where that didn't happen so much, and you know, it's fine. What am I doing? I like the change of seasons in Austria. You know, good continental weather, where we got hot, humid summers and freezing winters. I mean, proper winters, you know, snow measured in meters and temperatures into the -20s, and it was considered mild, and icicles hanging off things. You know, it looks beautiful. Only problem is you have these periods of misery between winter and spring, and then between autumn and winter. But particularly, as I recall, between winter and spring, there's this miserable period. But there's something about a proper winter and a proper summer. England doesn't arguably really have that, unfortunately. Right, now there was one thing I was curious about. Hang on, there we go. Okay, I need to repair it. I need cloth and another cured black bear hide. Okay. That is good to know. So. Well. What time is it? 10:50. I don't exactly have a lot of time before I I just did hunt bear. That's where this huge pile of meat came from. 2 dead bears in the same day. I have 2 spare bearskins curing right now. I just spent most of the live stream cooking 2 bears. There's one, and there's the other. So, and I suppose what I should do is go see if I can find a wolf skin, because there's a dead wolf over here, or should be. Yeah, you missed yesterday, Riss, where we had 2 bears on the ice. I mean, in the same picture. Too far away for a decent screenshot, as I said earlier. But nonetheless, 2 bears on the ice in front of me at the same time. Oh, okay, the wolf despawned. The wolf despawned, apparently. Or the wolf carcass. Yeah, that would make a sort of sense, I suppose.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I wonder if we can find the other one. Yeah, I kind of didn't want to, but they sort of had me trapped on the ice, which was problematic. And I'm not seeing any blobs on the ice either. Technically, I do need deerskins, but I've got a couple, I think. Hello? Is that a dead wolf? really ought to take a shot at that deer, but just for the skin. I can't bring myself to it. It would seem so pointless with the remnants of 4 bears. Ah, there they are. With 4 bears worth of food available, going after a deer seems gratuitous, even though I do need the skin. Right. Well, we are kind of coming to the end of the live stream in a slow fashion, like in not this split second, but I've been going for 2 hours. I need to get lunch, or at least think about it. I just grabbed the hide. I don't need the gut. I've got more than enough. Well, I know roughly where the wolves are around here. There's a pack that sort of occupies this area. There's another pack which you can just see in the distance over there, which occupies that area. And there's another 1 or 2 in the region of the Quonset hut. So, and the wolves behind the hut are dead. These keep getting thinned down, and these have been fairly well behaved right now. Well, I killed the wolf, and it ran, and that's where it died. And that deer just got lucky. But you do see wolves killing deer in the game. It definitely happens. And then you can scare the wolf off and collect the deer. Of course, now that I said all that with confidence, it may well turn out that there's still a wolf alive in this region. But it's a fairly regular thing. As you approach this region here, you encounter the local wolf. Right. I think that's pretty much it for today. Well, not today, for this live stream. I will be back this evening at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m, 1900 hours Greenwich Mean Time. I'll be back with Warframe. And then again tomorrow morning, the cycle starts all over. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, that's the pack in that direction. As I said, thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you feel so inclined. I am slowly growing, which is nice. Hope you all have a very good day and a very good week and month and year, life. Be kind to children and small animals. and larger animals. Be excellent to each other. I will see you all next time.